I'm Tristan, and this is maybe how I got into Stanford. So, today is March 21st. We are in quarantine in California because of coronavirus. I'm a senior in high school right now, and I got admitted to Stanford class of 2024. Woo! So I had a lot of people in my community and just like on Instagram and everything ask me about my stats and how I got in and whatever. So this is gonna make it hopefully easier for anybody who wants to know to find out, and hopefully help some people too. Yay! Okay, here we go. I figured now would be a good time to make it because what else do I have to do? Like, I'm quarantined inside. So let's get started. I applied to Stanford Early Restrictive Action, which means that Stanford was the only private school that I applied to early. So I applied November 1st. I really pushed myself to get it done. Before then, I was honestly stressing and like doing a lot of stuff. So I applied, submitted my application by November 1st. It was honestly pretty fast. Like, I believe that literally a week or two after I got accepted, I got contacted for my interview. And I did my interview literally maybe 4 days after I was contacted, so it happened pretty fast. And then after submitting, I found out, I believe on December 6th or 7th, that I got in. So I thought that it'd be good to go through my academics first, and then I'll go on to extracurriculars and whatnot. So first of all, throughout all 4 years of high school, I only got, up until the time that I applied, I only had one B, both semesters for AP Chemistry. So right now, I'm gonna pull out my transcript and read you guys some of my stats. Promise I prepared for this. Okay, I can't remember things for jack shiz, so I'm just gonna like look at my folder while I do this. So I have my transcript. I thought that it would be good to go through each class that I took just so people have like a frame of reference. I'm gonna go through my grades in the classes that I took from freshman year up until junior year, and then I'll tell you guys the classes that I am taking for senior year. So freshman year, I took Spanish, and I got an A both semesters. It was Spanish, I think 5/6 of my third year Spanish. I took English 9 accelerated, which wasn't weighted, and biology accelerated, and I got an A both semesters. I took integrated math 2, which is just like math, I don't know, whatever, integrated math 2. And I got an A in that. I took PE, and I got an A in that. And then I took ancient world history, and I got an A. So all of those classes, none of them were actually weighted. And then for my sophomore year, I took English 10 accelerated, which again wasn't weighted, and I got an A both semesters. I took chemistry honors, which was weighted, got an A both semesters. AP biology, weighted, I got an A both semesters. I took integrated math 3, got an A both semesters. PE again, and AP world history, and got an A in both for both semesters. And then I also took dance choreography advanced. It's basically, I guess, the varsity dance at my school, and it was my 7th period, and I got an A in that for both semesters. For junior year, I took AP English language and composition, and I got an A both semesters. I took pre-calc honors, A both semesters. Human anatomy and physiology honors, A both semesters. AP United States history, A both semesters. AP Psych, got an A both semesters, and then for AP Chem, I got a B both semesters. Okay, so those are my grades up until the time that I applied. And then as a senior right now, I finished my first semester, and now I'm in my second one, but who knows, like, senior year might be canceled because of Corona, so we don't want to talk about that. But anyways, for my senior year, I'm taking AP Art History, CSU Expository Reading/Writing, it's just like an English class, AP Calculus AB, AP Environmental Science, AP US Government, and first semester I took a college class, like a community college class. It was called Intro to Administration of Justice, and then this semester I'm taking Mexican American history. Okay, so that's it so far, and then I know that some people do have different grading scales, so to give you guys some frame of reference, like where these grades got me in my class, at the time that I applied, I was ranked number 8 out of 595 students in my class, so I was in the top 1%, and then my college weighted uncapped. So basically at my school, our GPA itself isn't the actual GPA that's used to consider for salutatorian and valedictorian. They cap it at a certain number of honors. So my uncapped GPA is a 4.67, which put me at rank number 5. But because they cap it, my GPA is reported as a 4.42, which made me 8 out of 595 students. So that's pretty much it for academics. So the next thing that I'm gonna go over is gonna be my AP test, because a lot of people ask me about that in particular. Honestly, I don't know how much AP tests matter to colleges. I think that from what I've heard and my teachers have expressed to me is that they care that you take the test more than if you pass, I guess. They like to see that you tried to take it. Let's get started with that. So for my AP testing, I took AP Bio, I got a 4. I took AP World, and I got a 5. That was my sophomore year. Then my junior year, I took AP Chem, I got a 2. AP English Language and Composition, I got a 5. AP Psych, I got a 5. And AP US History, I got a 4. And then for my senior year, I'm going to take, I'm signed up for AP Gov, Environmental Science, Art History, and Calculus AB. But this year they're making it a 45-minute take-home test from what I've seen so far. So, no idea how that's gonna go, but I guess we'll see soon. So, that is my AP testing. I feel like, I don't know, I don't think it matters too much. But again, I'm not a college admissions officer, and all of these things are specific to me and my application. It is a holistic application, so the essays matter pretty much just as much as my grades and test scores. Everything is supposed to be considered as a whole rather than caring about one thing over another, if that makes sense. Whew. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is my SAT score. So I took it 3 times. The first 2 times I took it, I got a regular, just flat out score of 1270. Then the third time I took it, I got a 1300 flat. But my super score was 1320. So I got a 700 in evidence-based reading and writing, and then I got a 620 in math. As you can tell, math is not my strong suit. I really me and math are like this. It hurts my brain. It really does. It hurts my brain. So my score was at 1320, and that is low for Stanford. That's below average. I know a lot of people who I've talked to got a 1400, 1500, but I think a huge part of me making this video was that every other video that I watched, most of them from students who got into Stanford, they were all oh, I got a 1400, 1450, 1550. I was really intimidated by that because I thought I didn't have a chance. So honestly, I was screw it, this is my root school, I'm gonna do it, and I was really thinking about not applying. So it really showed me that don't doubt yourself. You never know. It is not, I guess, the norm for people with my score to get in, but there are a good amount of people with my score. So the point I'm trying to make is don't let test scores intimidate you. Colleges really are trying to have a more holistic look at your application rather than just caring about test scores. So I would say if you're really worried about your standardized test score, try to just chill out a little bit. Try your best to do as well as you can. That's super important. It would be it would have relieved me a lot if I did have a higher score, but it's not the end of the world if you don't get a 1500 or a 1600 or a 1450. Just do your best and see what happens, That being said, though, that is for my specific case. I can't guarantee or say for sure that it'll happen the way for you guys, the way that it happened for me. It really is on a case-to-case basis. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the activities that I reported. I think it's just 2 pages. Okay. I'm literally taking these from my Common App. In the future, if you guys want, I could do another video about my essays, because I feel like that did help me get in as well. Like, my essays were pretty strong. So I'll talk about that if you guys want. Just comment down below or whatever. If you want to see an essay video, I'll read them out loud and then post them or something. That's what I've seen other people do. So my activities that I reported, I'm going to go in the order that I reported it. So I started a nonprofit called Youth for Border Aid. I'm the CEO of that. I started that the summer after my junior year. I was a junior leader at Chula Vista Hospital. I volunteered there my freshman year up until my senior year. So I had a lot of hours of community service from there. I was in a varsity dance team at my school, as well as like an outside dance team for a little while. So that was one of my big extracurriculars, was dancing. I spent a lot of time doing that. My sophomore year, I was a founding vice president of Red Cross Club, and then my junior and senior year, I was and am the president of Red Cross Club. And then I volunteered in special needs classrooms since I was in 9th grade. And then over my junior year, summer, I did an internship with the La Jolla Institute for Immunology. Also, over the summer of my junior year, I interned with Dr. Shirley Weber. So she is the assembly member for the district that I live in California. And I interned with her about, my summer's only 6 weeks long at my school. So I couldn't intern for a very long time. And I was able to intern with her because I was in this program called Young Legislators Program. And that's kind of what gave me the gateway to that. I also participated in African American Leaders for Tomorrow over that summer. That is something that I also found through the Young Legislators Program. And my junior and senior year, I was part of a program at my school called Link Crew. It's basically where the upperclassmen help welcome the freshmen. So that is it for my activities. Now I'm gonna go on to my honors that I reported. So I got the Rotary Youth Leadership Award. It was a regional award. I was an AP scholar. I got that for my AP scores. I'm on the principal's honor roll. I'm part of CSF, which is the California Scholarship Federation, and I'm a lifetime member. And then I was selected to participate in African American Leaders for Tomorrow. Yeah. And then also the major that I applied as was human biology, just so everybody knows that. And if anybody has any questions or anything, like, you can always DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is @tristan.thomas. So that's pretty much all that I wanted to talk about. If you guys have any more questions, or if you want to see another video, like, I could do a video on my interview or on my essays, just whatever you guys, if you guys want to see something else, I can totally do a video about some other things. But I made this because when I was applying, I had a lot of doubt. Like, I totally didn't think that I would get in. And that's understandable because Stanford is such a selective school. But I just want to stress that you can get in if you don't have the highest standardized testing score. It does vary from person to person, like I said. Like, this was just me. But I think it's worth shooting your shot. And yeah, I didn't see a lot of videos when I was applying about, like, people who had scores similar to mine. So it kind of stressed me out. So I just wanted to put some more, like, I don't know, some more out there. Comment down below what types of videos you guys want to see. That's pretty much it, everybody. I hope that you guys are having a safe and healthy quarantine. Stay inside. And that's it. Thanks, guys. Bye.